أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم وسهل مخرجهم واشفنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم. Our present clip is in continuation of our previous 5 clips. The subject now is about the groups in a society. The natures of people, the psychology, the psychiatry, the behavioral changes inculcate likings, dislikings of different tastes, different levels, different standards. And in the subject for psychiatry, one can find this is all but natural. The only thing, the criterion which Islam Azza wa Jal has put is looking into haq wal batil, the righteous and the unrighteous. So, looking into groups, sections, walls, columns, one should not be deterred on the base term meaning. The meaning of a group can be positive, the meaning of the group can be negative. For example, in the scholastic field of academicians, you find one group is of ornithologists, herpetologists, oncologists, cardiologists. This is academic one. Then we have the other ones, like the poetic schools of Miranis, Mirza Dabir, Ghalib, Mirza Muhammad Rafi Sauda, or the famous schools of Delhi and Lucknow in literature. These are not to be taken on negative, because they are a source of increasing knowledge, developing human intellect level. So there are the positive ways of understanding something, and of course there can be negative also. For example, we have got 2 groups within Surah Al-Hamd, which we recite every day, and 5 times a day we are supposed to read. Not 5 times, in 5 prayers, because in each prayer, in first 2 rakat, we are supposed to read. So in each of the 5 salat, we recite every day, and that is of Amr bil Maruf, its opposite, Nahy anil Munkar. The Amr bil Maruf takes us as to the degree of Tawalla, which in fact is Tawalli, affiliation. Towards them, and the other is Nahy anil Munkar, to refraining from, and that we find in Surah Al-Hamd as 2 groups. Sirat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. The path for which we are praying in Salat is we seek guidance from Allah Azza wa Jal. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, Sirat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. On the path of those on whom you have showered mercy, ni'mah, gifts. This is the Tawalla part, or you can say, to be more correct, Tawalli. And the other is غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. This is the other side, that we are praying Allah Azza wa Jal to keep us refrained from the path of those who gone wrath, upon whom the wrath of Allah has come, who has gone astray, and upon whom the wrath of Allah Azza wa Jal has come. So we find that the 2 groups. Then in a society to run, we need different groups, different departments, like the economic department, food industry, food and agriculture ministry, defense ministry. These are all different. And in the universities also we have different departments, different groups that deal with different subjects. Like we have there is no need to mention their names. It will take a long time only. Like physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, geology, geophysics, astronomy, astrophysics, aeronautical engineering, naval engineering, not right. So these are all groups in society. Now we find that Allah Azza wa Jal has given more importance in the faculty of jurisprudence, in knowing of the law of Islam. That is the only faculty which is mentioned, that فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ فَلَوْلَا نَفَرَ مِنْ كُلِّ فِرْقَةٍ طَائِفَةٌ يَتَفَقَّهُوا فِي الدِّينِ. Out of medicine, engineering, architecture, arts, commerce, in their different sub departments. And of course, today we have got multi specialities like retinology, in ophthalmology, those who are experts in the field of treating retina diseases, and there are many to name. But out of all these, what Allah Azza has made mention in His book, Al-Quran Sharif Al-Hamidul Majid, of fiqh, the jurisprudence, the understanding of Islam, as that highly valued and highly important subjects, which has only been listed in the Quran, as far as my memory goes. But in a society to run, we need not just doctors, not just engineers, not just carpenters, not those who make graves in the graveyards. To run a healthy society, we all these groups which run. So this is also groupism. There are also groups. So seeing the groups or sects or types of groups, we need not be deterred or just take them on negative lines. Let us be positive as well. So, and especially when we find that there are two groups of Ja'al Haq wa Dahaq al-Batil, Inna al-Batila kana Zahuqa. Then we have Sirat al-Ladina An'amta alayhim, the one group to whom Allah has showered His mercy by giving His ni'mah. And what is that ni'mah? The ni'mah is one which has come in the Quran Majid after the revelation of ayat Surah Al-Ma'idah 67. Ya ayyuha rasulu balli ma unzila ilayk wa in lam taf'al fama ballaghta risalatahu wa yahsibuka minan nas. And after that, in the same batch of revelation, we find the ayah Sharifa, which has been placed at a different place in the earlier in Surah Ma'idah. This is verse number 3. The verse which I have already quoted is verse number 67. But whether it is for verse 67 or verse 1 to 67, they all revealed on the same subject in the same batch of revelation which Jibreel Amin has come. And Rasulullah Khuda has placed that ayat at a different place. This is the strategy of Allah, hikmat, wisdom of Allah, and strategy of Allah Azza wa Jal, because other than Allah nobody has placed ayat in Quran. As Allah Azza wa Jal says, La tuharrik, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, La tuharrik bihi lisanaka li ta'jala bih. O Prophet, you also do not move tongue in regards to what? La tuharrik bihi lisanaka li ta'jala bih. Inna alayna jam'ah. It is on us to compile it. Place ayat one after the other. Inna alayhu jam'ah. And after that, wa Qur'ana, how it is to be read. That also it is ours, not yours. So everything what we have in Quran and whatever tajweed we have in Quran, that is all from Allah. But from Allah it is revealed to Rasul Akram sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. And Rasul Akram sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam has taught this to Imam Ali and then all successive Aimma alayhim salam. And this is Quran what we have today in our hands. So everything from Quran is there, and in that we have the one group, Sirat al-Ladina Anamta, that is the ni'mah, where it says, Al-Yawm akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. This ni'mat became completed, matured, sealed on this event. So what we all praying in 5 times in prayer, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. In fact, our prayers should have intention of going to get what was that message which came in passive voice as unzila, ya rasul balligh ma unzila ilayk. Even then it has not come in active voice, it has come in the passive voice, and that event has to play in plains of Ghadir. So that is Sirat al-Ladina An'amta alayhim. To whom the clause An'amta alayhim fits most in the light of all this. Then غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. And this is the second part, which is tawalla, or to be more correct, to be tawalli. Assalamu alaikum. So we pray Allah Azza wa Jal to make us guided on His path, help us. اهدنا الصراط إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. We do His worship only, and to doing His worship we need His help in guidance, so that we do His worship in a way that He accepts our worship. And the role model for this, which we take our food for thought, hand of action and practice, is can be known and identified by seeing around us on whom Allah has showered His mercy, like Sirat al-Ladina An'amta alayhim, and Ya Rasul balligh ma unzila ilayk wa ma ballaghta risalata, and Yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. These are the people on whom Allah has bestowed favor, for which we are praying in Salat, in Surah Al-Hamd. And the other part is غير المغضوب, and upon whom whoever Allah has sent His wrath, those who are misguided, gone astray. We are praying that, oh Allah, keep us away from them and keep us in the fold of Your servitude, Your ni'mah. We all pray for all Muslim brothers, Muslim sisters all over the world, and those who are come inshallah ta'ala in the dunya, to Allah to guide us to the right, to His right, that path with which Allah is pleased. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد